Hello, I'm going to talk about the 10 secrets to building a strong and a lasting relationship. Marriage is indeed a long journey. Marriage requires understanding, forgiveness from both sides, effort, communication, and all to maintain a lasting bond. And this bond must be created by both parties to make it stronger and stronger. So I'm going to give you 10 tips to help us in creating this strong bond in a relationship or in our marriages. And the first is trust. Trust is the bedrock of a strong marital relationship, and couples must cultivate this to achieve the marital goal. I want you to be trusted by your spouse. You have to be honest and reliable, because deceit cannot be your mantra and expect your spouse to trust you. Trust is built over a period of time by the things you say, the way you do things. It makes your partner trust you. Trust must be intentional. It has to be consistent to make you dependable. Let's say you get a phone call and then you go to the bathroom to go and pick the call. How do you expect your partner to trust you when you were all sitting in the living room and watching TV, and then suddenly you have to excuse your partner? What is there for your partner not to know? These are the things that create mistrust in a marriage, because your partner will be there wondering, oh, who is he talking to? Who is she talking to? What are they talking about? Why can't I hear them? You make your partner become an investigative officer because they are wondering who you are talking to, what you are saying, where it's going to lead to, what is going to happen. They don't need all that. Let them trust you by the things you say and the things you do. Being faithful and saying no to infidelity also builds trust, because if you are the kind of person who sleeps around, how do you expect your partner to trust you? Would you want the same thing done to you? You would not. So this kind of thing damages the relationship severely beyond our imagination. We have to build our homes to uphold commitment and maintain transparency, because trust involves being transparent. It should be an open book for your spouse to read. You should be accountable for the things you do, your actions, because secrecy in a relationship doesn't take anyone anywhere. So for your spouse to trust you, you have to be an open book. Let them be able to read you. Let them be able to read into your actions. Let them be able to trust you. If you have a password on your phone, you don't want your spouse to know it. What is on the phone that you don't want your spouse to know? People have a lot of problem with this. People fight because of this. They'll say, I want my privacy. You want your privacy. Then why did you get married? You want your privacy, but you sleep on the same bed with the person. You want your privacy. What for? Anything that happens will eventually affect your spouse. So that privacy that you demand between you and your spouse is not necessary, especially when it comes to the phone. People guard their phone than they guard their lives, and I don't get it. If you have nothing to hide and you want to be transparent, let your spouse know your password. You can have it on it, that's fine, but it shouldn't be a problem. The second thing is how to manage conflict. Conflict management is very important. Conflict is inevitable in any human relationship, because we all have our differences, and nature and nurture affects our thoughts, our judgment, and all. Our upbringing is different, and the way we may handle things may be different. So conflict, they are bound to happen, but we should strive to amicably resolve conflicts, either by compromising, seeking a common ground, forgiving rather than blaming, or playing the blame game. You did this, you did that. It's not necessary. You don't need to be overcritical. You have to focus on the problem. Okay, what caused this problem? How did I contribute to it? How can we fix it so it doesn't keep happening? So focusing on problem solving with active listening should rather be the goal on both sides, instead of fighting or playing the blame game. Conflict should be addressed in a healthy and constructive manner with boundaries in mind. You have to tell yourself, I'm not going to exceed this boundary. I'm not going to insult my spouse. I'm not going to use these words. Those are the things that you have to bring into conflict management in a relationship, so you don't cross certain boundaries, because that's when people start hitting each other, insulting, abusing each other. It's not necessary. You have to learn boundaries when it comes to managing conflicts. In this conflict management, we have to learn to address any concerns or issues before they become significant problems. By keeping the lines of communication open, we have to ensure that we are all able to vent if we have to. We are able to know the tone that we are using when conflict arises. We should remember that we are playing on the same team. So with the goal to succeed, we don't need to be fighting each other every day. We want to enjoy our marriages. We want to enjoy our lives together. We don't need to be keeping scores to win an argument. Oh, I won this time. Next time you're supposed to win. The people who say, as for me, I don't argue to lose. I argue to win. What is that? And what would you gain by doing that? You're just stressing the relationship. Being on the same team, your goal is to win and not to fight or destroy the marriage. The children are watching you if you have children. So if you're always fighting or you are always arguing because of a petty issue, you have to know that people are watching you. It may break your relationship over time. Constantly fighting over issues is not healthy. You have to know that it takes a lot of energy to fight. And then peace in a home cannot be built on fights every day. We have to learn to manage conflicts even as they arise so they don't keep happening. The third is effective communication. Effective communication helps in building a stronger relationship and a stronger marriage. It's not just communication, but an effective one. Communication is the lifeblood of a healthy marriage because anything good stems from that. If communication is not clear and it leads to doubts, mistrust, anger, resentment, and the relationship starts going down the drain, there's nothing you can do to bring it back up. Communication can be both verbal and non-verbal, and it ensures that each partner feels heard and understood. And you have to give feedback so that your partner will know that, okay, this is what I did and this is the feedback I got. It needs clarity. It involves active listening, by which you fully concentrate on what your partner is saying and not on the phone or watching TV. Being actively involved and listening with patience helps in solving problems. Effective communication is not a one-way street. You have to make time to communicate and listen, and the willingness to engage in meaningful conversations, because these create a bond in the union. As a couple, you must make time to practice and create avenues for honest and open communications for your partner and yourself to be able to express your feelings, your desires, your needs, your grievances, your concerns, and then be able to address those conflicts. You have to develop that cadence for open and honest conversations. Communication fosters and enables you to spend time together, which helps strengthen bonds between the two of you. So don't take communication on a silver platter. It's very important. It should be on a high pedestal. The fourth ingredient is having a common goal. Having a common goal in marriage is very important. As members of the same team, you have to set goals together with one aim in mind, because this will propel you to higher heights in life. You can be on different teams. You can have different visions and goals. You have to have shared ideas, shared ambition, creating plans to work together for you. You have to do things together, because if you do that, both of us knows that we have to work towards this goal. So this is what I have to put in. This is the effort I have to put in. And I'm doing my best for the goal to be achieved. Instead of my goal is different, yours is different, work towards your goal and I work towards mine. No, that's a divided front. A united front is one goal, one vision, we work for it to be achieved. These common goals can be our career aspirations, personal growth, things that we do to build ourselves, building a family, our retirement goals, important life decisions, and every dream that we think that will help us fulfill our lives. Those are the things that we have to have the common goal to achieve. Number 5 is expression of affection. In the hustles and bustles of our everyday life, affection and keeping the romance alive in the marriage, they are very vital for maintaining a healthy marriage. Couples should show affection to each other by going on planned or surprise dates, giving thoughtful gifts, romantic gestures such as writing a note, putting a note in your spouse's bag, their pocket, whilst they are going to work. They check it, they are surprised and they are happy. Physical affection such as holding hands, going for a walk, hugging each other, kissing each other, they are all crucial in maintaining intimacy and connection in the marriage. We have to learn to do these things. Sometimes we are too stiff. We don't want to show affection. The relationship becomes so boring. We are not brothers or sisters. These takes conscious efforts to do, because it's very easy to neglect spending quality time together as partners in a marriage because of the hassles and bustles that we go through every day. simple activities like cooking dinner together, enjoying each other's company, watching a movie together, having fun, being playful, make us happy. Making time for such moments to play around and engage in activities strengthen our bond and create a lasting memory as a couple or as married couples. We shouldn't neglect them. We shouldn't get to the point that because we are used to each other, we don't want to do things together. All it takes is talk about the children, go to work, come back home, eat, and sleep. Till when? Till you die? No, have fun. Talk to each other, do stuff together, show affection. Let the marriage be like every day there's something going on, there's something nice going on. Impress each other, make things that will make each other happy. We need those things to keep us looking young, to keep us vibrant. Number 6 is appreciation. Couples should develop the habit of appreciating each other. We take things for granted sometimes because we are used to our spouses doing stuff for us. So because of that, we are like, okay, everything should just slide. No, we have to get to the point where we are always appreciating each other for the little things that we do for each other. We do a lot to manage the home. Women, for instance, if I wake up every day, the first thing I think about is what to cook for my family. Not that you don't have grocery, you have meat and everything, but you don't know what to cook because you don't want it to be monotonous. You don't want them to eat what they ate yesterday. So the first thing you think about is, what do I give my family? The thought you put into it is very important for your spouse to appreciate it. Your spouse should be able to tell you that, well, I appreciate the things that you do for me. Do you appreciate your wife for the meals she cooks for you? When they cook the food for you, do you appreciate how delicious it is? Sometimes we don't do all those things. And when your man goes out of his way to clean your car, do you appreciate it? When it snows, most men go out there to go and clear the snow and clean our cars. Do you make time to say thank you? When they are mowing the grass, do you sit by them? Do you say thank you to them? When we go out for dinners and all, we wear high heels and we are just looking good and pretty. They drop it at the entrance of the venue and they go to look for parking. Sometimes they go to garages that are dangerous to look for parking. Some people get killed doing that. They risk their lives. They are people's children too. Do we appreciate them? They take the risk to do stuff for the family. When a woman go the extra mile for us, remember passwords, remember appointments, take the children out and all. Do we appreciate them? Or we just see it as their job? No, we are in it together. We are in it to make each other happy. Let's learn to appreciate the little things, because if you don't appreciate them, they depreciate. So we have to learn to appreciate them. We have to learn to say, great job. I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing that for us. Thank you for keeping the home beautiful. Thank you for working hard to provide for us. We have to learn those things. No matter the income we all bring in, we have to learn to appreciate each other. It's very important. It is causing marriages to break. Sometimes it's just a text message to your spouse to appreciate them. We women usually, we feel we're supposed to be pampered and all. But it's also nice to appreciate your husband by doing nice stuff for them. I saw a video of a woman who bought a Rolls Royce for her husband for his 60th birthday. Even though people were like, she may have used her husband's money to buy it for him. That's okay too, because she could have used that money to do stuff for her own self. But she thought the husband needed it, and it's a nice car, and she bought it for him. So if that is what you can do it for him. If your wife likes certain things and she tells you you cannot afford it, if you can afford it later, buy it to surprise them. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street where one person is always carrying the burden of trying to impress or trying to appreciate the other. We have to do it together. Your wife may have been talking about that nice bag. Buy it for her if you can. The kitchen appliance that she's been talking about, buy it to surprise, to appreciate her. Those are the little things that makes marriages work. Number 7 is learning to apologize when we are sorry. Conflicts and misunderstandings are bound to happen in marriages, but the way we handle them will either break or make the marriage. Saying sorry is one of the most powerful tools to sincerely apologize to our spouses, because it makes the person know that you are sorry for whatever you did. I always say the word sorry becomes stiff if you keep saying it over and over again without changing. So it shouldn't be the mantra that you always say sorry and just keep doing whatever you are doing. Your spouse will also keep saying whatever they are saying every day, that you are hurting them and you keep doing them. No. You say sorry, you take steps to improve. You don't keep doing whatever you keep doing and keep saying sorry. Sorry is taking responsibilities for your actions. So you have to express it genuinely with remorse, taking intentional steps to amend your behavior. Without an apology, resentment sets in, and the bond between the two of you breaks eventually. Apologize sincerely, accept your faults, acknowledge whatever you did, and just move on instead of making excuses and not changing or saying sorry. Resist the urge to justify your actions or play the blame game. Sometimes your apology may not be accepted immediately, and you may get a cold shoulder, but your actions will let the person know that you are very remorseful. So learn to say sorry. Opening your mouth to say sorry doesn't make you a weakling or a lesser human being. It makes you a bigger person. Sometimes you hear people say, as for me, I don't say sorry. I'll just help around the house. I'll just do things for my wife or my husband. No, we want to hear those words. People want to hear those words. I am sorry, dear, for what I did. I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for causing you pain. It wouldn't take anything out of you. It wouldn't take any virtue out of you. Learn to say sorry and mean it when you say it. Some people will also say they didn't grow up saying sorry, so they don't know how to say sorry, or they didn't see their parents saying sorry to each other. In these modern times, there's a lot to learn. Social media and all. We have a lot to learn. So if you didn't grow up saying sorry or knowing how to say sorry, you have to learn it. Because if it is work, you will learn whatever skill you require to get your promotion or get your raise. So learn to say sorry if you are wrong. Number 8 is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of resentment, anger, and desire for revenge. You have to forgive. Forgiveness is a conscious and intentional decision. It is a personal experience. It liberates you. It frees you of any burden or anger. Forgiveness is something that is gentle on your own spirit. It makes you fulfilled. Mistakes happen, but holding on to grudges can damage your marriage. If your spouse hurts you, you have to learn to practice forgiveness. Let go of the pain and the hurt. Tell them they hurt you. They'll say sorry and then you move on. Don't hold on to it and be acting up. Because without forgiveness, you harbor those feelings in you. Nobody is perfect, so mistakes are bound to happen. So you don't need to harbor those feelings and be acting up if anything happens. Learn to give grace. Focus on the positive aspects of your partner, the things he or she does for you. Make a list of them if you want to, and the things that they do that doesn't make you happy. Make a list of them and compare the list. You realize that what they do to make you happy is more than the things they don't do to make you happy. So when this happens, give them grace. Learn to forgive and let go and enjoy your relationship. Because without forgiveness, you're just enduring the relationship. You're just enduring the marriage. And it's not healthy because it's going to affect your own health. Forgiveness and letting go frees you. It makes you a happy person. It's less burdensome. It weighs less on you. So it's an effort you have to make. It has to be intentional. So please learn to forgive your spouse and enjoy a happy home. Forgiveness doesn't count scores. If your spouse does something and you forgive them, don't bring it back. Women especially, men say we go all the way to 1950s to say, oh, you did this on 4th of January 1950. It's not necessary. Once you've forgiven, forgive and don't count it. I know people say there are some men who do that too. If they forgive you, watch out for the next thing you do. They are going to say it. It's not necessary. Once you've forgiven, forgive and let go. Don't remind them of the dates they did it, the shirt they were wearing, or the blouse they were wearing. It's not necessary. You did this today. I've said it. I've forgiven you. I don't need to say it again. And you too, you have to change your actions so that it doesn't happen anymore. Point number 9 is patience and understanding. They are keys to fulfilling peaceful and loving relationships or marriages. When we are patient, it makes it easy to listen actively and understand from the point of view our partner or our spouse is coming from. Patience is crucial for effective communication and the ability to make well-informed decisions, because if you are patient, you sit, you listen, you watch, and you make decisions. If you are patient, you know that your partner is human and therefore they can make mistakes. So the ups and the downs will be forgiven. We all have our flaws, we all have our bad and our good days, but we need patience and understanding. We are supposed to understand each other. We're supposed to talk about things We are supposed to control ourselves when it comes to things that makes us upset. By being patient and understanding, we'll give grace to our spouses for whatever they do. So let's be patient when it comes to our marriages for them to work. And the last point is mutual respect. Respect is a two-way street. It's not only one-sided. It's very important for a healthy marriage. You have to respect your partner. You have to respect your spouse. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter their qualifications and what they have. It doesn't matter whether they've been to school or not been to school. Once you chose them as your spouse, respect them for who they are. Your spouse has their own flaws. It doesn't mean they should be disrespected. Respect is very important. Sometimes stress and miscommunication can cause mutual respect to go through the roof, and it shouldn't be entertained. We have to make conscious efforts not to belittle our spouses. We shouldn't undermine them. No matter where they came from, no matter their background, we have to learn to respect them. Because the same way we respect them, that's the same way other people respect them. The respect you give to your spouse is the same way your family and friends will respect them. Whatever name you call them, that is the name they are going to call them. Whatever you tell them about your spouse, that is how they are going to see them and that is how they are going to treat them. So we have to learn to respect each other. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. We shouldn't use our spouse's weaknesses to disrespect them. We are supposed to help them build on it. We are supposed to let them know that we are there to support them in their weaknesses. We are supposed to be their strength in their weaknesses. So it doesn't mean that because your partner is weak in a certain way, they are going to be disrespected by you or you just talk down on them. No, we have to learn to give them the respect as human beings. We are all human beings and we are all special. So we have to respect each other for the home to be peaceful. It is very easy to get caught up in the negativities of life, but we have to focus on the positives. We have to focus on making our marriages work. We have to celebrate our successes, big and small. We have to remind ourselves the reason why we fell in love in the first place, what we saw in each other, how happy we were to have met, and where we are today, where we are going as a couple. We have to make sure we enjoy those things. We have to say those things. We have to reminisce the days that we were dating and the joys, the highs and the lows to keep our marriages going. In cases where trust has been compromised, we have to rebuild it with effort. We have to open the lines of communications and be patient. Both partners need to restore the relationship. It's the small things, the everyday actions that often makes the big differences. So like I said, trust, managing conflicts, effective communication, common goal, expression of affection, appreciation, learning to say I'm sorry, forgiveness, patience and understanding, and mutual respect. They are the tools that will help us strengthen our marriages. They will help us enjoy our marriages. They will help us create a peaceful and a happy home. Prioritize your marriage because kids will grow up and leave. Friends will come and go. In the end, it will just be the two of you against the world. So if your bond is stronger, you'll be a formidable force for people to reckon with. You have to create a bond that is so strong and tight that stands the storms of this life. Embrace the changes in marriage as you grow. Give each other grace. Accept each other for who they are. The ups and the downs. Things change. Let's learn to forgive. Adjust to the changes. Let's learn to accept the new things that come our way as we grow, to not take life too seriously. As we grow and we build our marriages, let these strong 10 pillars help us. Let our homes be beautiful and let us enjoy each other. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.